welcome back to our channel. So fans, today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness happening in Genoa City. We are still reeling from the emotional roller coaster of this week's episodes, so grab your favorite snack, take a deep breath, and let's unpack all this incredible drama together. Oh my god, I'm screaming. I literally cannot even deal right now. Okay, listen, I was eating dinner, just minding my own business with a massive plate of spaghetti, and I actually choked. I had to pause my screen and text my friend immediately because what is even happening on this show right now? I am so dramatic about this, but honestly, you would be too if you saw what just went down. The audacity of these writers to play with our fragile emotions like this. I am dead. I am literally deceased. My jaw dropped so hard it hit the floor, and I am still trying to pick it up. This is the most insane, unhinged, wild storyline they have done in years, and I am so emotionally invested I feel like these are my actual real-life friends making terrible, beautiful, tragic life choices. So let's back up. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Lily, poor, sweet, completely shattered Lily, she is literally going through the absolute worst time of her entire life right now. Malcolm is dying, like, actually dying on a hospital bed, and it is ripping my heart out. He needs this bone marrow transplant so badly, and we all thought Holden was going to be the ultimate savior, right? Mark my words, I always knew Holden was going to be a complete mess. And of course, he has complications. He can't donate. The one guy who was supposed to swoop in and save the day is suddenly out of the picture. Lily is absolutely sobbing. She is breaking down in the hospital hallways, and I am yelling at my screen like someone hug her. She has lost so much, and now she is facing losing her dad. It is too much. The actress is acting her heart out, and I am just sitting there crying into my pasta. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, let me talk about Cane. Cane Ashby, the man, the myth, the absolute legend who is currently driving me insane. Why would he do that? Like, I get it, but also, my jaw dropped. So while Lily is having a total meltdown because Holden is a bus, Cane is just lurking in the shadows of the hospital. He is watching her cry, and you can literally see his heart breaking into a million tiny pieces. He still loves her so much, it is actually unhinged how much he loves her despite everything that has happened between them. So what does he do? He sneaks off to get tested himself, secretly. Because of course he does. He is so dramatic and always has to play the silent hero. I was like, are you serious right now, Cane? Okay, where was I? Right, so Cane secretly gets tested. And I am sitting there on my couch thinking, there's no way he is a match, right? That would be too crazy. But I forgot to mention earlier, but the genetics, it all makes sense now. The doctor comes back and is like, you are a perfect match. A perfect match, I am screaming, it is weirdly perfect. Like, a 1 in a million miracle that defies all medical logic. But we are just going to roll with it because it is a soap opera. Cane is looking at the doctor like he just won the lottery. But you guys, this is where the thriller music starts playing in my head. This is where it gets so dark and I literally can't breathe. The doctor sits Cane down in this sterile little office and the vibe completely shifts. It goes from yay, we can save Malcolm, to oh no, this is going to end badly. The doctor pulls up Cane's medical chart and brings up this old injury. Remember that explosion, the explosion from way back. I literally forgot about that, but the writers remembered. They brought back the explosion lore. The doctor looks Cane dead in the eye, very seriously, and says that because of the massive trauma to his spine from that old explosion, going through with this bone marrow extraction could paralyze him. Permanently, the audacity, not okay, I am done. At this point I am yelling at my screen, Cane nitrogen monoxide. Like, are you actually serious right now? Paralysis, permanent paralysis. He could lose the ability to walk forever just to donate bone marrow. The stakes are literally higher than they have ever been in the history of the show. And the doctor is practically begging him to reconsider, explaining that the pressure on his nervous system from the procedure combined with the old scar tissue is a ticking time bomb. It is a massive risk. I am sweating just thinking about it. I had to pause again and just walk around my living room to process this information. This is life or death, walk or wheelchair, and it is so intense. But Cane, oh my god, Cane, he doesn't even blink. He literally does not even hesitate for a single second. The audacity of this man to just look at the doctor and be like, do it. He is sacrificing his entire future, his mobility, his legs, his life as he knows it, just to save Malcolm. But we all know it is not just about Malcolm, it is about Lily. He says, and I am tearing up again just typing this. He says he would trade anything just to see Lily smile again. To bring the light back to her eyes. I literally cannot. It is the most romantic, tragic, unhinged thing I have ever seen on television. He loves her so deeply that he is willing to destroy his own body just to stop her from crying. And don't even get me started on the secrecy. Cane grabs the doctor by the coat, well, not literally, but his energy was absolutely grabbing him and demands that this is kept a total secret. He forbids the doctor from telling Lily. He forbids him from telling anyone in the Winters family. Why would he do that? Like, Cane, she needs to know. She needs to get it together. I swear, if she finds out later, she is going to be so mad. But Cane is like, no, she has enough to worry about. If she knows I might get paralyzed, she will stop the surgery and Malcolm will die. Which is insane, by the way. Also makes total sense in his twisted, heroic little brain. He is taking on all the burden himself. Wait, did I already say that Lily hates him right now? Because she does. She is so mad at him for all the other stuff, the lies, the endless mess that is their relationship. She thinks he is the selfish jerk who is ruining her life and making everything about himself. Meanwhile, this man is literally about to lay down on an operating table and risk never walking again just to save her father's life and make her happy. The dramatic irony is actually choking me. I am coughing. It is Shakespearean. It is a Greek tragedy playing out at Genoa City Memorial. I am so emotionally invested I feel like I need to jump through the screen and tell her the truth myself. So the surgery prep begins. Cane is in the hospital gown. He is looking at his legs, probably wondering if this is the last time he will ever feel them, if this is the last time he will ever stand on his own 2 feet. The acting here is phenomenal. You can see the pure terror in his eyes, but also this fierce, unstoppable determination. He is doing this for Lily. He is doing this for love. I am calling it now. This is going to end badly, but it is also going to be the most iconic moment in our history. Mark my words. He is being wheeled into the operating room, and the dramatic music is swelling, and I am literally on the edge of my seat biting all my nails off. They put him under anesthesia. The doctors are sweating. The monitors are beeping. I am narrating this like a thriller because it is a thriller. Every time the heart monitor beeps too fast, I gasp. They are extracting the marrow, and the camera keeps panning to the monitor showing his spinal nerves, or whatever medical mumbo-jumbo they use to show that he is in extreme danger. The tension is so that you could cut it with a knife. I am just praying, please don't paralyze Cane, please let him walk, please let him and Lily be happy. But this is a soap opera, so we know they are going to drag out the suspense for as long as humanly possible to make us suffer. Meanwhile, cut to Lily. She is sitting in the waiting room, completely oblivious to the massive sacrifice happening just a few rooms away. She thinks some anonymous donor or some miracle from above has occurred. She is crying tears of joy because Malcolm is finally going to get the transplant he needs to survive. But she has absolutely no idea that the man she currently despises is the one giving up his body to make it happen. She is probably talking trash about Cane in her head while he is literally sacrificing his spinal cord for her. The audacity. Not okay. I am done, but also I can't look away. It is so dramatic, and I am living for every single second of it. And honestly, we really need to talk about the history here. Cane and Lily have been through so much insane stuff. The fake deaths, the twins, the corporate blackmail, the prison stints. It is literally a never-ending cycle of trauma for these two. But this takes the cake. Sacrificing your actual physical mobility, that is next-level devotion. I was texting my group chat in all caps, just screaming about how no man in the real world would ever do this. Like, my ex wouldn't even share his fries with me, and Cane is out here risking paralysis. It really puts things into perspective. You know, I am just so overwhelmed by the sheer magnitude of his love for her. It is wild. Actually wild. And what about Malcolm? Malcolm is just lying there, hovering between life and death, completely unaware that his own life is being bought with Cane's future. The guilt Malcolm is going to feel if Cane wakes up paralyzed is going to be astronomical. I can already see the future episodes playing out in my head. Malcolm crying by Cane's wheelchair, Lily begging for forgiveness, Cane just smiling because she is happy. I am literally making myself cry just inventing scenarios that haven't even happened yet. That is how deeply this show has infected my brain. I am unwell, seriously unwell. Okay, wait, I forgot to mention the doctor's face during the surgery. The actor playing the doctor deserves an Emmy just for the amount of sweat on his brow. He looked so stressed. You could tell he did not want to do this procedure. He kept looking at the monitors like they were about to explode. I was sitting there, gripping a throw pillow, literally screaming careful with his spine. As if the doctor could hear me through the television. My neighbors probably think I am losing my mind, and honestly, they might be right. This storyline is breaking me into pieces and putting me back together again. I am calling it right now. When she finds out, because you know she will find out, secrets never stay hidden in Genoa City. Someone is going to slip up, or she is going to find his medical chart. It is going to be the most explosive, emotional reunion of all time. She is going to realize that Kane loves her more than life itself. This sacrifice is 100% the key to them getting back together. Lane is rising from the ashes, but at what cost? What if he wakes up and can't feel his legs? I will write. I will literally write a letter to the network. Okay, where was I? Right. So the episode ends with Kane unconscious on the table, the doctors looking panicked, and Lily smiling in the waiting room for the first time in weeks, and scene, I can't breathe. My jaw dropped. I need the next episode immediately.